Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alexandra and today we have a kitchen makeover coming at you. You guys love the kitchen makeovers and this one is epic. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any makeovers just like this one. We have tons more fun ones coming up, including more kitchens, and you don't want to miss it. Are you guys ready? Let's get started. Hey everyone, happy Saturday. I'm here popping in from the future to tell you about a really exciting product that just launched. So I partnered with Cardea Osset, a wellness and beauty brand here in Canada that I have used and loved for years. Together, we have made the Lottie candle. The Lottie is inspired by Miss Lottie herself. It has bergamot, pink grapefruit, and vanilla in it, so it's playful but warm and cozy, uplifting, all at the same time. These candles are hand poured. They're made with soybean wax, natural essential oils. They truly are just like one of a kind. I cannot wait to see you guys styling them in your own homes. If you buy one, please send me a picture, tag me on Instagram. You can pre-order the candle now in my Palmed Marketplace on my website, alexandragater.com. And quick plug, if you missed me making over Cardea's office this time last year actually, head to that video, I'll link it up here and you can see that whole complete office transformation. Wild that we now, a year later, have a Lottie candle together. Okay, back to the kitchen makeover.
Hi Team AG. My name is Megan. I live in downtown Toronto and I'm a nursing student. I live in this really cool 1-bedroom plus den apartment with my fiance Nick and our dog Jimmy. We've lived here for about a year now and we are loving it so far. The only thing we're not loving is our kitchen. Very small, but functional. However, it's not the most aesthetically pleasing. It's dated and I would love a refresh. I've been a big fan of Alexandra's for quite a few years. I love her videos and it would be a dream if she could come in and help us out. I'm kind of into the bold, more colorful style with vintage and retro accents to give the room a bit of character. If you could help us out, we would be so excited. Thank you so much. Bye.
Megan is a nursing student and she's been working in hospitals all throughout the pandemic, and we are gifting her an entire kitchen transformation. So you'll see on the right side, these are 3 inspo photos that we asked Megan to submit. We always ask people to send in inspo photos whenever we're making over a space. And when I received hers, I was so excited because I was like, this isn't a style we've tackled before. We have lots of retro accents, bold colors, mixing and matching colors that I'm not usually drawn to, like blues and greens. I'm so excited about this, and here's what I'm thinking in terms of product. For the backsplash, I was really inspired by one of Megan's inspo photos. They had this checkered floor, and I thought, let's bring that into the backsplash using Quadro style peel and stick backsplash panels. Picking a bold color for these cabinets was really difficult because I knew that I wanted to go with something really bold, but that meant that I had to match a paint color with a backsplash, and I wanted to add lots of pattern. I didn't know if I wanted to do the uppers a different color and the lowers another color. What I will say is I love using Milanote because they have this tool where you can swatch a color in your mood board and then it brings up a series of other colors that match really well to that color. So you're kind of creating this like custom color combo palette within Milanote to use in your mood board. So after trying a few different combinations, I decided that I was gonna go with this beautiful Pharaoh and Ball green color. I saw this on Instagram one night and I was like, ugh, so perfect. And I really think it's gonna be that like bold pop this space needs. Also, before you comment that I clearly love to use green in kitchens, you're right. But what I will say is that there are so many different shades of green, and we're gonna make this space feel different than any kitchen I've done before. Also, green is the new neutral. You've heard it here first. To complete this kitchen transformation, we're gonna use pops of orange, pops of baby blue, and turn this into like a retro-inspired dream kitchen. So it's time to prep for this makeover. We do lots of behind the scenes, driving around, buying stuff, ordering things. So while we are gathering all the product for this makeover, Graham is spraying the cabinets for us. The biggest change you can make to your kitchen is definitely painting the cabinets. It's a cost-effective way to add color to your space, and the power of paint in a kitchen is huge. I have painted cabinets by hand. I've also sprayed cabinets using an industrial paint sprayer. When I did my own kitchen makeover, I got to go into an industrial paint sprayer like room. So this is just where you spray paint. It can get messy. There was a drying rack, so it was like very professional. You don't need that level of professionalness. You can absolutely do this by hand, but you want to make sure you have the right tools, the right roller, the right kind of paint, the right primer. Definitely the way to go is to use a paint sprayer. You can get these at your hardware store. You can buy them for really inexpensive online. You also want to give yourself lots of space and time. So painting in a garage, in your backyard.
Look at you in your like perfect outfit, just surrounded by all the green paint.
The best place to do this is outside if you're a beginner. So Graham is getting prepped to spray these cabinets. He's got on a mask, his safety goggles. He's covering his workspace with a bunch of drop sheets. And the most important step is he's labeling all of these with numbers so he knows exactly where we need to put them back on when we go into Megan's space. The next thing he's doing is using a medium grit piece of sandpaper, and he's just scuffing up the entire cabinet so the paint adheres to it the best. After you sand down your cabinet, you want to remove any of the fine dust that's created with a paintbrush or a cloth, but you just want to make sure there is no little dust particles, or that'll show up when you start to spray your cabinets. A little fun trick that Graham taught me is to drill 2 small holes on the top of the cabinets, and you want to insert a small cup hook into each hole. That way you can hang them when you are spraying them, and you won't see the hole because it's right at the top of the cabinet, and they're so tiny. Graham is giving the cabinet 1 coat of primer and 2 coats of this beautiful green color that we gave him, and he's hanging them to dry in between coats. Coming up with a system that works for you in terms of where you're gonna hang them to dry is super important. You don't wanna attempt this in like your living room. It's just not gonna work out. Like I said, time, space, and a good system that works for you is key to this project. Also, don't start this project at like midnight. Like, don't do that. Wait till you have like 3 days off or like a weekend, like a solid weekend to attempt this. We are heading into day 1. So excited to get this kitchen makeover happening. We have 8 hours to pull this off, you guys. So it's gonna be a fun day. A fun and fast day. Hey guys, it's the first day of the makeover. I wanted to show you the before of this space IRL because I think you've only seen photos. Keep in mind, we did take the cabinet doors off, so there's no cabinet doors, but you still get the idea. She has this amazing coffee machine, like obsessed. And then the only cabinet space she has is on this side, so we're obviously keeping all this cabinet space. I also really love this shelf. We're gonna keep this here. This is kind of like a floating shelf. I wonder if she DIY'd this. I don't know, but I love it. And then over here, she has this little IKEA island that we're keeping. It's really good storage space and extra prep space. Her stove is over here. And then this is where her fridge is on this side. The flow of this kitchen is actually really nice. Like, it's small, but I feel like it's easy to move around, and this really makes all the difference, the extra counter space. So, now you've seen it. We are gonna start by painting all of the edges of the cabinets the same color as the door fronts. We're also giving these a good sand as well, just to scuff them up. This step is really important because the paint just adheres way better when you give it a little scuff.
That color, so good.
A tip that I also have for you is that if your cabinet doors have been around your stove, you want to make sure you're using a degreaser or something that is going to thoroughly clean the cabinets. If you have any oil or grease on the cabinet fronts, the paint is just gonna like run and it's not gonna stick properly, and you're going to see the grease marks. So degrease, scuff them up, make sure they're really clean. I am gonna say this for the next 8 hours, but this paint color is just so good. It's like everything. And the thing I love about paint is that there's so many different hues that you can choose from. This kitchen is gonna look so different from my kitchen at home, even though technically they're both green kitchens. I'm just like having a lot of fun experimenting with color recently.
Alexandra in the jungle, in the wild.
You're coming home. You're coming home with me.
Now we are moving on to peel and stick backsplash. I've used many different kinds of backsplash in my day, but I love using the Quadra style peel and stick backsplash because they come in such fun patterns and it almost looks like wallpaper, but this stuff is so durable. I used this same product on my bathroom floors in the treehouse. They held up so well. They're hopefully still there. When I moved out, they were in like perfect condition. I just love how you can like add some pattern and color to a space with this backsplash. And this kind of peel and stick backsplash is pretty easy to install. It's very similar to installing wallpaper. We're just going panel by panel across the whole length of the kitchen. When you get to a corner or it's time to trim the edges, you want to use a straight edge and a utility knife. Oh yeah, there it is. There's the cut. Don't worry if your cuts aren't super precise because the secret to making any peel and stick backsplash look professional and like real tile is by using some caulking. So we're gonna be doing that at the end, but just a little note, if you like screw up a cut, don't freak out. You can always fix it with some caulking. Ooh, yeah.
I would like to apologize because the lighting is way better all of a sudden.
And I told her this morning, I'm like, that looks really dark. And she's like, oh, my camera's so good though.
Yeah, then I had to switch to your camera, so.
Ladies do not start fights, but they can finish them.
The last panel's going up. It's done. Wow, this looks amazing. It's gonna look even better once we caulk the edges, but this looks incredible. Now it's lighting time. This light should not be here. It shouldn't be anywhere, but especially not in a kitchen. Also, it like flickers. Are you guys ready? It makes a noise too. It goes.
You won't really be able to tell. There, now you can see it.
I'm gonna pop up the mood board and show you guys the original light we had in here. I loved the baby blue color against the green and the retro backsplash, but now seeing this option, I'm thinking that this is just gonna look more sleek on the ceiling. This feels very small, and I think if we were gonna go blue like this, we would need to like go bold and put a bigger fixture on the ceiling. This was also $40, such a steal for such a cute little sconce. But I might change my mind once it's up. Sorry, Graham. Why did these lights even exist? Like, it didn't even give that much light. Even though we're adding in a smaller ceiling light, don't worry, it's actually much more light than the fluorescent light was giving because the fluorescent light was basically on its way out. Oh my God. You don't even want to see that side of the light. So now that we have this light down, I am sanding, spackling, and painting where the light was. The ceiling is like 18 different shades of white, so we need to just fix it. We need to make it look good. Grandma, it's not going bing. It is. Ah! Okay, moment of truth. What do we think? I love it. No surprise, but I love it. I do think that a little light is needed in here, but I have just the thing. Stand by. This amazing vintage table lamp. So many people have been doing this lately. I did it in my own kitchen and it feels like very New York to me. You know, it just warms up the whole space. I think there might be a hashtag on Instagram that's like table lamps in kitchens. Like something like a club of people who use table lamps in their kitchens. There's this like movement of people putting table lamps in their kitchens. You should be a part of that movement. It will complete your kitchen space. Okay, wait. I'm getting ahead of myself. It's time to hang up a pot rack. If you can't have open shelving, do an open rail instead. You can hang pots and make use of vertical wall space for extra storage. Above the rail, I'm hanging a photo ledge from IKEA, super inexpensive, and this is a great place to put cookbooks on display, small cutting boards, anything to just make the space feel decorative and functional. If you guys are OG subscribers, you know that this is one of my favorite hacks in the book. I love taking things out of their packaging, putting them on display in glass jars. It adds color, but it's also super functional. Now, Megan is one step ahead of me. She has dried goods in jars already. She's using my favorite label maker to label them all. So this is so great because she's used mason jars, but the cupboard over here, you'll see me place them in a second. I want to fill them with dried goods and jars and just have them on display. So I'm using more decorative jars that are bigger. I love IKEA for all things decanting dried goods because they just have the cutest jars with like these beautiful bamboo tops. So we're placing these on display on the top 2 shelves, and on the bottom, in finishing touches, I'm gonna add some beautiful dishware as well. I know open shelving can be controversial, and it really is a personal preference.
Just smiling my way through it.
So if you really love the thought of open shelving in your kitchen, but also don't want to commit to like cleaning and dusting, and if you just feel weird about having a ton of stuff out on display, start small.
Megan has these cute mugs that I found.
I feel like this should be an open shelf just for mugs. Ooh, and maybe a plant. Now it's time to put all the cabinet doors back on. I cannot wait to see this green color really come to life. We're using the same knobs that Megan had already. I think she got these from an AG video. They're from Amazon. They're really inexpensive. I think they're like $20 for a pack of 20. I'll link them down below. Simple, but still beautiful. Wow. Now it's time for all of those finishing touches. I'm stacking Megan's cookbooks above the cabinets, styling this photo ledge with cookbooks, a cutting board, this pineapple collaborative apple cider vinegar, popping in here to say,
Where have you been that you're popping in?
true. Even your olive oil and apple cider vinegar can be cute, people. These really adorable salt and pepper shakers that are shaped like lemons. Alana actually found these copper pots at a thrift store. They were under $5 for this beautiful set. I don't know, there's something with these copper pots on the wall that just like really match the vibe in the space. I'm hanging this beautiful drapey plant on the top of the cabinet, and I'm using a couple of nails to just hold the plant in place so it kind of drapes across the wall. Before you freak out about this plant's lighting situation, I discovered that you can actually get battery-powered grow lights. So you can stick this battery-powered glow light in your plant, and that way, if you want to put a plant in a low light situation, it can still thrive. I'll link the product down below, and I would love to know, have any of you tried battery-powered or plug-in grow lights, and what has been your experience? I'm adding back in Megan's coffee maker, some art above the stove that Megan already had, bringing in those baby blue accents, this gorgeous fruit bowl that just makes a statement on this counter, and this beautiful rug from SoCo Annex, one of my favorite stores in Toronto. I will link this down below. Okay, we did it. We made over this kitchen in 8 hours. I can't even believe it. It's time to bring Megan in and reveal the space. Guys, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, Megan, can you walk me through what the kitchen looked like before?
Dated wooden cabinets, not my favorite colors.
Yep.
Probably the ugliest light you've ever seen.
Probably.
And pretty boring.
Are you guys ready? Yes. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Whoa! Holy cow!
Oh,
It is so different in such a good way. Holy cow!
I'm, oh! Oh my God, thank you so much!
Yeah, this is fantastic. Thank you guys. Wow, the colors are so good. The color on the cabinets, it's amazing.
I can't believe they're like the same cabinet doors.
Yeah.
I am obsessed. Look at oh my God, look it up there. It looks so good! Look at the bowls! Oh my God, I can't wait to play with everything.
Thank you so much, you
Welcome.
guys.
I'm
Thanks,
so glad
guys.
you like it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because we have tons more videos like this coming your way. And as always, I will see you guys next week. Bye. On Team AG, these are the best days. I don't know what I'm saying. I need to just get my juice. One sec. These are the best days. Like what?
These are the best days of our lives.
like where was I going with that?